We're going to explain how to troubleshoot the dreaded ModuleNotFoundError in Python unit tests. This error means Python can't find a module you're trying to import within your test. Let's break down the common causes and how to fix them. 1. Incorrect module name or path. Double-check the spelling of your module name in the import statement. Case sensitivity matters in Python. If your module is in a different directory than your test file, make sure your import statement uses the correct relative or absolute path. For example, if your test is in tests, and the module you need is in src_my_module.py, you might use from src.my module import my function. If you have complex directory structures, consider adding the parent directory of your source code to your Python path using syspath append path src. Adjust the path accordingly at the beginning of your test file. This only adds the path during the execution of your test. 2. Module not installed. If the module isn't a part of your project's source code, it needs to be installed in your Python environment. Use pip install module name to install it. Make sure you're using the correct Python environment. Virtual environment strongly recommended when installing and running your tests. You can check your Python environment using pip show module name. If the module exists locally, but pip show can't find it, check that you are in the correct virtual environment. 3. Circular imports. This happens when module A imports module B, and module B also imports module A, leading to an infinite loop. Carefully review your module dependencies and refactor the code to break the circular dependency. Often, this will require redesigning the code to avoid the mutual dependencies. Incorrect Python path. The Python path environment variable tells Python where to look for modules. If your module is in a non-standard location, you might need to add its path to Python path. However, using relative or absolute paths directly in your imports is generally a better solution. This method is less portable and requires managing environment variables on every machine or testing environment. 5. Virtual environment issues. If you're using a virtual environment, which you should be, ensure that it's activated before running your tests. Running source ven bin activate on Linux macOS or ven vho scripts activate on Windows activates your environment. If the virtual environment doesn't include the necessary modules, install them inside the activated environment. 6. Typographical errors. Carefully check for typos in both the import statement and the module file name. A small mistake can prevent Python from correctly finding your module. 7. Incorrect IDE configuration. Some IDEs have their own settings that affect module discovery. Review your IDE's documentation, like PyCharm or VS Code, and ensure the paths to your project files are correctly configured. By systematically checking these points, you should be able to pinpoint and resolve the ModuleNotFoundError in your Python unit tests, enabling a smoother and more efficient testing process. Remember, using a virtual environment and properly structured project directories greatly reduces the chance of these errors.